itslinamar! And today's video, I've got some of my favourite drugstore foundations for you guys. So let's just get started. Okay, now before I do start, just to let you guys know, my skin type is normal to dry. So if you have oily skin, then you might not love some of these foundations as much as I do, as they have a very dewy finish, and that's what I like in a foundation. And these are in no particular order. I don't like one more than the other. I just go through phases, and these are just some of my favourites. Okay, so the first favourite is probably the most expensive one out of all of the ones I'm going to feature. I think it's about $10.99 or $11.99, I could be wrong. But it's the Bourjois Happy Light Foundation. I have it in the shade 53 Golden Beige. And reasons why I like it: one, it smells absolutely lovely, so that's a bonus. Two, it has a medium to high coverage, I guess. It's buildable, but it feels very light on the skin, and I like it for that. Bourjois also makes Chanel's makeup line, so I know that the quality is very, very good because I've tried Chanel products and Bourjois. If this was packaged slightly differently in something else, I would think it was high-end. It feels lovely, very luxurious to use. Now, one thing this foundation says is that it corrects without masking and it's a light enhancer. Those things it definitely does, I think. Really evens out my skin. I only need one layer of this, but like I said, you can build it up. So if you want a bit more coverage, go ahead and pop a second layer of this on. And for me, this is the perfect colour match. Out of all the foundations I have here, this fits my skin tone and suits it absolutely perfectly. So I really like the Bourjois Happy Light. The second drugstore foundation is the Rimmel Match Perfection, and the colour I have is slightly too light for me. I've got it in number 200 Soft Beige. I would probably get it in 1 or 2 shades darker, but despite that, once I blend it out and I pop on my bronzer and everything, it's absolutely fine. It's not too bad. Obviously, if I had a tan, it'd be far too light for me. Again, this has a medium coverage that's buildable, and again, this smells so nice. It smells really, really fresh. And even though it is quite light for me, it has a nice yellow undertone, which I like, which is why it doesn't look too bad. But one great thing about this foundation is I picked it up when it was an offer and it was $4.99. And Rimmel often do that, so definitely have a look. If it is a $5, it's worth picking up. Now, the third foundation I have is the Maybelline Fit Me. I have it in the shade 220, which is natural beige, I think. Now, this gives my skin a real glow. It's very, very dewy. The most dewiest out of all the ones I've got here. Sometimes I do need to powder it, but lovely for winter when I have very dehydrated skin, because it does give me that hydration and moisture that I need. It's not as long lasting as all the other foundations that I have here, but I don't tend to wear my makeup for hours and hours, so it doesn't bother me too much. And I like to sometimes mix these two together, the Rimmel one and the Maybelline one. So lovely with other products too, including the Fit Me concealer and the powder. Love all of those products, all three together. Now, the fourth foundation I have here is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique, and I have it in the colour Gold Sand W5. Now, this is probably my most reached for foundation currently. I have been loving this, and as the bottle says, as if lit from within, and that's exactly what it looks like. The glow is not too much. It does look like it's coming from underneath. Again, I'd say medium to buildable coverage. Now, another good thing about these L'Oreal foundations is that they have a few different undertones. So again, warm, neutral, cool. I feel like there's something for everyone. Drugstores can obviously still improve with the colour ranges. There's a big market that's missing. But the L'Oreal Lumi Magique is one of my favourites. And it's a foundation I kind of reach for in the winter because it gives my skin the hydration that it needs, but also in the summer because it doesn't feel too heavy and it still gives me a glowy look. And that's the L'Oreal Lumi Magique. And the rose gold packaging is lovely too, of course. And the last one I have here is a BB cream, and it's the Body Shop all-in-one BB cream. Now, I have this in the shade 3, which isn't a perfect match, but I wanted it a little bit darker so it looks like I have a bit more of a tan. I have it on right now, and because it is a tinted moisturiser, you can go a little bit darker, but obviously not too dark because you will look silly. But the cream product in it helps to balance that out and buff the product in. Now, when I use this particular foundation or BB cream, I go for a different brush. It's great with your hands and fingers because you really do have to work it into the skin. But otherwise, if you don't like using your hands, then the H&M BB cream brush is great. It's only $5.99 and it's really, really dense, so you can buff it in, really, really get in there. Now, the coverage on this, I'd say it's very, very lightweight. It's not going to cover any blemishes. Probably something I would opt for when I'm having a good skin day. I'd say it has a quite similar finish and feel to the MAC Face and Body, so very lightweight, much like skin. Probably a great one to take on holidays because it is very easy, and I just really like how tan this makes me look without looking orange or like I have product on. It just looks very natural, like it is my skin. And that's the Body Shop All-in-One BB Cream, and they're all my foundation picks. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys have any recommendations for me based on what you guys have seen, then let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a like, to subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace! Hey, it's just me again. I'm just letting you guys know that you can check out my last video by clicking on the box just there. And whilst you're at it, don't forget to click the subscribe button too. Peace!